Speaking at the GJA Summit was the aspiring GJA president, Mr. Gayheart Mensa, said that partisanship is inevitable in the work of journalism, that inasmuch there's an outstanding balanced role. According to Mr. Gayheart Mensa, in his interview with Nation One TV, said journalists we continue to move from journalism to politics without contradiction in order to live an ethics between the practice of journalism and partisan politics.
Talking about the fact that inevitably when you engage in journalism and you want to express an opinion, because that is what journalists do the most, your opinion will touch on issues of policy, it will touch on issues of development, what the path is, national agenda, and all that. And to that extent, there is an inextricable link between journalism and politics. I guess the challenge we are having here is journalists who become partisan in the course of their work, and subsequent to that, moving from the practice of journalism into mainstream politics. That is a challenge. It's a challenge because it does not build credibility for the practice of journalism. But that is not to say that it is strange. People move from all kinds of professions into politics. And so why can't somebody move from journalism into politics? Except to say that to the extent that you are in the profession, you need to be guided by the values and the principles and ethics of the profession. And the values, principles, and ethics speak to the need to be the person who plays a balanced role. Balance in the sense that you don't take a position because of your partisan belief against the other. Balance in the sense that to the extent that you are doing, for instance, reporting, you need to say or write what the issues are, devoid of partisanship. Of course, when you're writing your own opinions, when you're writing feature articles, and it is your column, and you're entitled to express your opinion, then there's nothing bad about it. And so, just to summarize, journalists will continue to move from politics, from journalism into politics. That will never be strange. It will never be the first time. Whilst we are in this profession, we need to live by the ethics that this profession expects of us when it comes to the line between the practice of journalism and engaging in partisan politics. It's one such emerging trend. There are also a number of individuals who are called bloggers today, and what they practice, bottom line, is journalism. I think it is up to the professional association to acknowledge these emerging trends and put in place strategies that would make sure that these emerging trends inure to the benefit of the professional association. Because take it or leave it, whether it's a blogger or a citizen journalist, when he writes, when he engages in this profession, the public is not able to differentiate between who is a trained journalist, whether trained for the job or trained in a classroom, and who just picked up his device and started practicing. It is our responsibility, one, to try and shape up our profession in such a way that we differentiate ourselves from the emerging trends, and two, find a way of ensuring that whatever the emerging trends throw up to us, the fact that there are bloggers, the fact that there are citizen journalism should offer us the opportunity to think about what is it to do to ensure that when they practice this profession, they represent us in the best of ways, and that they help us to build our respect and build the reputation that this profession requires in order to play a strong partnership role with government when it comes to development. Sit and watch. This profession once had.
Freelance journalist and a district NAT chairman for Medina Denta Bokobi, Mr. Christian Yao Adinkra, said is ready to support Gayheart Mensa as the next Ghana Journalists Association president for its credibilities to build a better future for journalists in Ghana.
Creeping up into our leadership, I realize that we are getting doomed if we are not already doomed. I applied for my ID card. No, ID card renewal is a renewal, not application, because I got an ID card long ago. The renewal, I remembered actually application or applying for the renewal back January 2020. As we speak today, as I'm talking to you, let it be on record that I called the outgone and still in position, the GJA president, Bosra, and he didn't pick the call. I called the secretary, Dora. Nobody picked the call. As a young journalist, practiced for some years now, I think that the best person or the best thing to happen to the union is to get radical people, pragmatics. As for Gayheart, has been a friend when he was at Vodafone, and as a union, I've engaged him severally. And I believe that should anybody lead the union at this turbulent moment, and I'm not doing politics, not because I came here, I think that I will vote for him. I will vote for him. I will vote for him because I saw what he has done, and I'm believing that when I, together with others, give him the nod to lead a union or the association, Ghana Journalists Association, he's going to be one of the best presidents we will have, because anybody who learns from the past has the potential to build on the future and now better off. And you can see the plethora of experiences he has and his ability to blend all these experiences to lead a union. And so our union needs people like him now, where we don't know whether we belong to a union. Who is the president? The president seems to be a government spokesperson, permit me to say that, a government spokesperson on issues that affect journalists, issue directives or issue press statements on issues that affect people you need to protect. I mean, Yakoyana said that we cannot continue to have sycophants to be in the realms of affairs. This is a serious professional association that we think that the best people win. The best people win. I'm only pleading that if anybody listens to me, my ID card, I need it to work. I need it to work. I salute you and for the opportunity.
And take a look at what you are doing and see whether you can do adjustments, see what is going wrong, see what can be done better. So I think it's a good move, and I'm glad to see doing things better. Interestingly, looking around, I've seen so many of them, and I was sitting back and wondering, so all these people are there. Many of them, they've left the media because they retired. What can we even do? How can we even mobilize them to make some contribution for us to have a better association, so that even if you are done with journalism and you are retired, you can still have a role to play and contribute to it. So I think it's a very good role to bring them together. Well, Mr. Gayheart has told us what he intends to do. We've heard his vision. I think it's in the right direction. Looking at the circumstances of journalism now, I mean, obviously it's different from when we started because of technology, because of a whole lot of issues surrounding citizen journalism and what is happening. And of course, when some of us started journalism, I mean, we didn't even have a very strong private media. I mean, it was state, graphic, what do you call it, GBC, GNA times. So the terrain was different. Now with time, there's expansion, so things are different. So I think he's very right in wanting to look at what we have, what is happening now in our present situation, and wanting to take advantage of it for the betterment of the association. Hope he wins, because he sounds like he has a vision that we can all support him to achieve.
What the elections now, those who are in the helm of affairs now are still there, and 14 months now they are still there. So because of what? Because of the voters register, where we are having problems, and we just sit down and look, and we don't know what to do as an association. But today, going forward with what the seminar is doing now, we are sure that after this seminar, we will go forward and know what to do with the voters register, move forward and do the elections and elect new officers so that the image of the association will be enhanced. So I'm all for them. They all have very rich experiences, but looking at them, they all qualify. But I think the best will be the one we elect. To the association has stooped so low, has come so low. So what I expect from him is that, it should come and enhance our image so that wherever you find yourself and you tell people that you belong to this association, there will be that respect for you, just like other professional associations.